Ever catch yourself staring out the window, imagining what it would be like to just unplug? No traffic, no electric bills, just a quiet, self-sustaining tropical farm where you grow your own food and live life at your own pace. Then reality hits. Buying enough land to build a truly independent community, say a 300-acre tropical property with farms, equipment, and housing infrastructure, costs around $10 million. For almost anyone, trying to swallow a price tag that large means the dream of a sustainable off-grid society ends before it even begins. It is simply too heavy to carry on your own. But what if we change the math? Instead of trying to carry the whole burden alone, you split that massive cost across a group of people, taking the concept of crowdfunding and applying it to real estate. If 500 people come together and put in $20,000 each, those individual, manageable pieces add up to exactly $10 million. This collective approach creates a lifelong partnership where everyone owns a direct stake in the entire operation and funds a brand new way of life together. To make those dollars stretch, we look to El Salvador. It has become one of the safest countries in the Americas, and the cost of raw land is incredibly affordable. Out of our $10 million pool, we only need to spend about $1 million to secure a sprawling 300-acre property slightly inland, complete with rolling hills and flat agricultural areas. That leaves a massive $9 million sitting in the shared community bank account. That surplus is the engine of the entire project. We use it to take that raw, empty dirt and build out the heavy infrastructure needed to actually live there comfortably. Let's look at what your $20,000 actually buys you. Right away, you get your own private quarter-acre piece of that land, completely cleared, leveled, and prepped for building. You also leave the traditional electrical grid behind. There will be no utility companies stringing heavy power lines out to your property, and no monthly municipal water bills. Instead, you have the freedom to power your space independently. You can capture your own water from the rain, process waste with a composting system, grab internet from a satellite dish, and run your lights on solar panels. Your quarter acre acts as a blank slate. You can pitch a high-end inflatable tent, park a camper, or pour a foundation and construct a luxury tiny home. The choice is entirely up to you. While everyone gets their own private quarter acre, that only takes up about 75 acres of the whole property. The remaining 225 acres belong to the community, and this is where that $9 million surplus goes to work. We use those shared funds to carve gravel roads through the property, buy shared work trucks and heavy machinery, and build communal kitchens and temporary living quarters to use while your personal lot is being developed. We also designate large sections of the land for agriculture, planting fields of native, high-demand crops like moringa and raising livestock. Because you pooled your resources with hundreds of others, you now hold fractional ownership in tractors, deep wells, and large-scale farming operations that would be completely out of reach for a single buyer. To keep an alternative economy running, it requires actual human effort. Every person holding a share commits to contributing 120 hours of work on the property each year. If you only plan to visit for a few weeks a year, or if you simply prefer not to do manual labor, you have the option to pay a local Salvadoran worker to complete those hours on your behalf. As for deciding what to build next, whether it's a new greenhouse or an Airbnb rental unit, every share you own acts as a vote in the community's general elections. This balanced structure ensures the community stays maintained through either your direct sweat equity or your financial support of the surrounding local economy. This chart shows how the community sustains itself. Every crop grown and dollar of surplus revenue stays on the property, creating a continuous cycle of growth. Keeping this value inside the neighborhood ensures residents have the constant resources to stay independent of the outside world. If you view this solely as a way to maximize your financial portfolio, it won't make sense. The real return on your initial investment is a flexible, sustainable lifestyle. When the pressures of the daily grind become too much, you don't have to figure out how to escape entirely on your own. By gathering your resources with 499 other people, you can unplug and build a better way